What's up, everybody? We are back. John Delarose here, delarose.com. That's DELARROZ.com. I am a #1 best-selling comic creator and an award-winning comic creator. So if you like my reviews, please go to the links in the description below, check out my work, see how things are done. I specialize in science fiction, so I'd be a good Fantastic Four writer. This is James Robinson and Leonard Kirk's run. This is volume 3, which is called Back in Blue, and that's because they were in red costumes at the beginning of this. So we start out with our family of Fantastic Four. Valeria, who's the daughter, is living with Dr. Doom. And Sue Storm does not like that idea. So she storms his kingdom and shows up and tries to get her daughter back. And this is a annual edition. I don't know who actually did the annual art. Who did it? I kind of like it. Kind of dig it. Annual number 11, Tom Palmer. There we go. It's nice. And this was a pretty good storyline. So Sue Richards actually fails in this. That her daughter wants to stay with Doom, and she lets her stay at the end of the day. Then we get into the actual issues. We see Reed Richards dealing with some folk. We see Wyatt Wingfoot, friend of Johnny Storm and former lover of the She-Hulk, getting together. And they're going to bust the Thing out of prison as he's having problems with prison fights over the last couple of things. He was framed for the death of the Puppet Master before this, in Volume 2. And we're back into Leonard Kirk's art, of course, which is really nice stuff all the way around. And some superheroes help with that whole deal. So they're trying to, intervention Johnny Storm over the course of this, too, because Johnny's, living a destructive life and all that. And they finally all help bust the King out. Or bust the Thing out. We get back to Latveria with Dr. Doom, and we learn that there's a Reed Richards crisis going on with this Eden project he's been involved in. They've all been separated by this point. So issue 2 was one of those standard breakdowns. Now they're all at rock bottom, and they're dealing with things. And there's an evil genius, that Reed Richards has been working for, and it turns out it's all been orchestrated by him. He does this whole thing, which I'm not a huge fan of this plot device, but there's a guy who's been in the background plotting since the very beginning. And it's been him who's really been orchestrating all these attacks on the Fantastic Four forever. So that's the plot line, I guess, that they're going to go with for this storyline, which I'm not the biggest fan of. But, it's nice that they're coming out of it at this point. This is better for me than Volume 2. The pacing's pretty good. I like Leonard Kirk's art a lot. He just has good style. I really like his Sue Storm, which makes me happy. And they get back in their blue costume as they kind of get back together. We see a past with Reed Richards. And it turns out, this guy really doesn't like Reed Richards because he blames Reed Richards for taking Sue Storm. So that's his motivation. This is a really cool, even though I didn't like this whole, idea of, going back, he's been there the whole time and orchestrating everything. I do like this whole panel structure on the page here where they're kind of showing the old Fantastic Four fights, and he's, explaining himself as the Bond mastermind villain there. It is pretty cool on that front. So that's it. A little better than issue 1, and now the Fantastic Four is back together, and they're dealing with this group of new invaders, which is a crossover with another book, so I don't know much about it. But that's it for this one. This was all right. 7.5 out of 10. Definitely a decent read, and the conclusion will be coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. Hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this. We'll be back soon.